Once you log in to MyCCC, you'll see these icons at the top right-hand corner of your screen for My Banner, Blackboard, and your email and calendar. You want to click on the Blackboard and then choose the course that you're in. Okay, your Math 980. And it should take you to the home page of the course. Now I want us to look at getting started in class. And what this is just a copy from something from the syllabus, where when you look at starting this class, it can be overwhelming and you don't know what to do. Well, I literally boiled it down to what you need to do for this class. So it's important to note that we use an Open Educational Resource textbook, an OER, for this class. So that means you don't need to purchase any other materials. However, you do need a scientific calculator, and I do recommend the TI-30XS Multiview. That is the calculator that I will use during videos and when I explain things. If you have the TI-83 or 84 calculator from high school, or maybe a child has the calculator, or you can borrow it from somebody, then that is totally fine to use that. Just know that when I do videos and when I give explanations, I won't refer to the TI-83 or 84 graphing calculator. Okay, so what you need to do for this class. Okay, the first thing is access this class on Blackboard through your CCC account. And on Blackboard, there's links to all these course resources. Okay, so the links that I'm talking about are all these on the left-hand side. So if you are watching this video and on this page, then you've already done step 1. Step 2 is read the syllabus and the module and textbook outline. The outline will show the week along with the OER textbook section that corresponds to the Blackboard modules. So under the syllabus link on the left-hand margin, okay, you'll see a link to the syllabus, so make sure you read through that. The course outline, make sure you look at that. And what I did here at the bottom was just copy the basic outline that you can refer back to each week. Okay, so week number 1 in Blackboard we'll be doing Module A in the problem set A, which goes along with these sections over here in the OER textbook. And I'll mention more about this in a minute. Okay, so that is what the syllabus and the outline is. Okay, so if I go back to the getting started in class, okay, so after you read the syllabus and that outline, the third thing is watch the informational videos. These videos will show you the basics in navigating Blackboard and the OER textbook, how to submit problem sets and other aspects of the course. Okay, so the informative videos over here on the left-hand side. Again, there's just several links to videos that help you get started in the course. You'll definitely want to look at the submitting work by phone or from a computer, because that is how you submit the problem sets that I'll mention here in a minute. Okay, so after you watch those videos and look at the syllabus and the outline, step 4 is actually getting started with the content in the course. So every week, you'll have a problem set due by Sunday at midnight. Prior to completing any problem set, you should read the sections in the OER textbook, watch the YouTube videos, and there are worksheets for the videos that I used in the videos in these links on the left. Okay, so over here, you have YouTube worksheets and then YouTube videos. Those are videos and worksheets that I have made, and I can tell you that in the past, students have said that those are the single most helpful thing that I give them to do in the course. So make sure that you watch those videos. Okay, and then the last thing you want to do before you attempt the problem sets is to just do a small sample of the exercises in the OER textbook. And again, if you look at the course outline, that'll have the sections in the textbook to look at. And I do want to point out that watching the videos is not mandatory or graded, but the exam questions and the problem sets may be similar to those videos, the content in those videos. So just reading the textbook or just watching the videos is not sufficient to learn the content well enough to be successful in the course. Make sure you do both. I do understand that reading a textbook or listening to me on videos is not the ideal way to spend your weekend, but it is what it is. You need to put in the time to do well in the course. Okay, so then, after you read the textbook, watch the videos, do a couple example questions, step number 5 is to do the problem sets on Blackboard. The due date is given with the problem set link, and each problem set is due on the due date, which is Sunday by midnight, and may not be accepted late. So under the informational videos, it'll show you how to submit the problem sets. Okay, submitting work by phone or from a computer. Okay, so make sure you read those videos. And then if I click on the problem sets in the left-hand margin, that is where you find the actual work. I give you guidelines for submitting the problem sets, so make sure you do that every week. Okay, read the guidelines so you know how to submit them and what I expect. And then you'll see the problem sets. So for Module A, so when you read the OER textbooks and then watch the videos from Module A, this will be the problem set that goes along with it. So if you click on that, it'll open up a PDF. It gives you the due date. So you need to work on the problem set, submit it by the due date, following the directions and informative videos, and those are the problem sets. Okay, so every week, those problem sets are what you need to submit. Other than the problem sets, okay, and those are 40% of your final grade. Other than the problem sets, you need to, step number 6, take the 2 proctored exams where ID is required on the Spencer Hill campus. That second exam is the final exam, and make sure you read the syllabus for details about the exam. It'll give you the dates and the expectations of the exams. And that'll be 60% of your final grade. And I will mention that I give dates for the final exams. If you cannot make those dates, then you need to let me know, and I'll try to be as flexible as I can as far as taking the exam at a separate location. We have a testing center on campus, so make sure you contact me if you have an issue with that. And again, read the syllabus so you can know what I'm talking about for the expectations of the exams. So that is how you get started in this class. So make sure you just use the links on the left-hand side, and it's fairly self-explanatory.